Middle School.
And I'm Lindsay Kopacek. I'm the assistant principal at Mountain View Middle School.
Well, I started at Willamette University, started college at 17. Thought I could do it. It was really scary, but a fantastic experience. Earned my master's in teaching at Willamette University. I knew I wanted to go into the field of education. I just had great connections with kids. It brought me great energy. And along the way, I was able to be an art teacher at middle school. I just find that the journey I was on, being in the field of education, you find so many different things that bring you joy, and you learn so much in all your experiences. And then decided to land. I saw so many amazing things happening for not only women, but just leaders in administration roles. So I earned, went back to school and received my admin license from Lewis and Clark and also Portland State. And it's just been quite a journey of finding that work that brings me joy each day, and that I get to work with great people like Lindsay.
I share this with students. I didn't know how to read until about the third grade. So school was really, really hard. I remember, my teachers working really, really hard. And I was working really, really hard at it, and lots of ups and downs, but it wasn't until about middle school that I found this book, and it was magical. If you want to know what the book is, you have to ask me. But it was the first book I actually read from cover to cover without having to see a movie or any other pieces to it that I dug into, and it was magical. It was the best ever. And from that moment, I think I was hooked in education. My education journey took me to a little college in Carroll College in Montana. Loved it. It was fantastic, but I actually started out probably pre-med thinking I wanted to be in the sciences because I love science. Did you really?
Biology.
Good job.
Okay.
And I quickly found out through some really dynamic educators that I really love education. And so I came back, finished my work at University of Portland, and I started teaching elementary first, and then I taught middle school science. Loved it. Then I went into, how again can I take that magic of the classroom and student experience. I love working with kids. Kids are always front and center. And how can I impact others? And so I've done some instructional coaching, and then it brought me here to Newberg.
I'd probably say first and foremost, dreams are incredible, right? There's nothing you cannot do. And I was given that advice by my favorite 6th grade teacher. But I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but it was always that ability to think about there's no ceiling on what you're able to accomplish. So I want young women to know that first and foremost. And I also think surrounding themselves with other students or other people who either have experience in what they want to do, or just even they value the same things. And so school's important. So find those. Middle school is the best place. So we're always telling students, find your people. If you love to be in the theater, or if it's band, or if you're thinking about being a graphic design artist, how can we get there? And then what trusted adult do you have to give you great advice to think about that?
I think you said everything I would have said, Jen.
I read your mind.
Grit. Sometimes it feels comfortable, and sometimes it feels uncomfortable. Lean into the uncomfortable pieces. Find your person or find your thing. And I heard a great quote the other day that said, what do you want to do? Well, I want to meet new people and do cool things. And that's what life is about, is continuing to lean into the things that make you feel comfortable, and the things that don't, lean into those. You're going to learn a lot about yourself in those moments. Find your people, find a person, find somebody, keep reaching out, and be that, because at some point you're going to be that person, someone too.
I'd first and foremost start with my mother. She retired nurse now, but she raised 4 kids. And what I learned from her is that resiliency, grit, always had a positive outlook on life. And even when we know life was stressful, but she raised 4 kids. I would also say Maya Angelou, an amazing poet and author. And what I appreciated about her is that unveiling through her poetry and her works, raising awareness of civil and social and racial injustices. And she did that through her narrative. She did that through her stories.
Women in history. One would be Krista. And Krista was an astronaut who went up with a Challenger. And if you know her story, she was a teacher. And watching that, I thought, really in that moment, I was an elementary student at the time, so comprehending it, it just was a wow moment. A teacher can go up in space and be an astronaut. And she was a female. Another astronaut, Mae Jemison, her background and passion for science and what she does, she continues to speak today. It's just, again, inspirational to think that bottom line, we can do anything that we put our minds to. We can do hard things. We can put our minds to anything.
I know what you drive. Oh, we're recording,
I know
huh?
what you drive.